He's from Senate Budget. He's Kansas Senator Roger Marshall. Senator, it's great to see you. So, Senator, the Fed is now accused of this ridiculous overreach into the U.S. economy, acting like central planners, not cutting rates. Yes, we know PCE came in at 2.6%, but the rates actually were higher last year when the Fed cut rate. Rather, the inflation was higher last year when the Fed cut rates. What was your reaction to the Fed's decision?
Well, I wasn't surprised because there's a reason that President Trump calls him Jerome Too Late Powell. Let's go back to March of 2021, and Jerome Powell says inflation is going to be transitory. It's 18 months later, and it's just starting to peak, and it's not a couple months after that before it starts coming down. So he is indeed always too late. And just let me put an explanation point behind what President Trump is saying. To that average Kansas farmer back home, they have an operation loan of $1 million. We saw interest rates on those loans go from 2% to 9%, and that's what caused a record drop in net farm income. So he's right. Every point matters. And I'm not saying we should drop it 2 or 3 points, but dropping it a quarter point or a half point, come on. I think that the economy would dictate that now. We don't know what's holding up Jay Powell, except he's always too late.
Yeah, even Fed Chair Powell admitted that waiting too long to cut interest rates could harm the labor market. So we got two Fed Reserve governors, Michelle Bowman, Christopher Waller, disagreed, saying the Fed should cut rates now. The first time in 3 decades, two governors dissented together. Both said cut rates now. They viewed inflation from tariffs as a temporary spike, not a persistent inflation trend from tariffs. Your word on this?
Well, I'm going to trust Michelle Bowman. Of course, she's from Council Grove, Kansas. But let's just think about this for a second. Of all the goods that Americans consume, only about 11% of them are imported. Only 11%. So let's just suppose there's a 10% tariff on 11% of what we consume. Well, my little math says that's going to be a 1.1% increase, assuming that's all passed along to the consumer, and you know it's not going to. So I think that these tariffs could cause a one-time hit of 1 or 2%, but I think the manufacturers are going to absorb a lot of that. The wholesalers are going to absorb a lot of that as well. And meanwhile, we're trying to balance this $1 trillion trade deficit. So I think President Trump is right on task. Look at what he's doing. Cambodia and Thailand today. He's surrounded China. He's got Indonesia done, Japan, Australia, Vietnam, Philippines, South Korea. So he's going to push China. They got till August the 12th is their deadline, I believe. So President Trump is doing a great job.
Really interesting. Senator Roger Marshall, we always appreciate you taking the time from your busy day.